friends.
Hi friends, welcome to SSCJ Electrical. In the today's video, I am going to discuss some of the important questions regarding AC fundamentals and basic concepts. In the previous video, I have explained SSCJE syllabus. In the SSCJE syllabus, for these two topics, we have the weightage of 17 to 21 marks. That is for basic concepts and AC fundamentals. See here, when electric current is passed through a bucket full of water, lot of bubbling is there. The electric current is DC. In case of DC only, we will get the bubbles in water. When DC current is flowing in a water, what happens? Electrolysis process takes place. In electrolysis process, what happens? The water is divided into hydrogen and oxygen gases, and these gases escapes from the water, which comes out as a bubbles. And you can observe this one also. So here, this is a positive and negative terminals of a battery, and these connections are given like this and placed in a water. So when current DC current is flowing in this, what happens? When DC current is flowing, electrolysis process takes place. Electrolysis process takes place. Then hydrogen, this water molecules are subdivided into hydrogen and oxygen gases. These gases comes out as a bubbles in water. Hope you understood. And for better understanding, if you want to see, just this one also you can just observe. When you are placing a DC wire in this, what happens? When you are placing a DC wire in this, and you can observe how it is coming like, see here. So water, the gas is coming out like a bubbles. Hope you understood. Okay, this one you can observe. Okay, and see here. And second question, the most important advantage of using electrical energy in the form of AC is? The most important advantage is what? In case of AC, we can easily transform the voltage. So transformation of voltage is possible in case of AC only. And third question, an alternating current of frequency 50 Hz given, and the maximum current is 200 amps. So frequency is F and maximum current is IM. So IM given, F given. You have to calculate the alternating current. Alternating current is I equals to Im sin omega t. I equals to Im sin omega t. Im means 200 given. So 200 into sin omega means 2 pi f. 2 pi f means 100. So 100 pi. 100 pi means 3.14. So 3.14 t. So 3.14 t you will get. So this one you will get B answer. Fourth question you see. Is sine wave frequency 60 Hz given, its angular frequency W equals to 2 pi f. So 2 pi into f means how much given? 60 given. So you will get 120 pi as the answer. In the given option 120 pi is not there. He has given 100 pi. So based on this, what you can know? Here it should not be 60 Hz, it should be 50 Hz. So there should be a mistake in the question. So this should be 50 Hz, then only you can get the 100 pi radian per second. Radian per second is the unit for angular frequency. Okay. Sixth question you see. The frequency of an alternating quantity is the number of cycles completed per minute. In a minute, how many cycles are there? It is the frequency. So in a minute, if there is a 6 cycles, then we can say 6 Hz frequency is there. Like that you can. So sixth question, the time period of periodic time given of an alternating quantity is the time taken in seconds to complete one cycle. Seventh question you see. Seventh question, the time period of an alternating quantity is 0.02 seconds. The frequency is F equals to 1 by T. Time period how much given? 0.02 given, 0.02. So 1 by 0.02 means 2 by 100 you can write. So 100 by 2, that is 50. You will get 50 Hz as the answer for this question. The eighth question, the angular frequency of an alternating quantity is the mathematical quantity obtained by multiplying the frequency of alternating quantity by a factor of, see here, angular frequency means you know that is omega equals to 2 pi f. So here frequency is the multiplication of which factor? 2 pi. So here options are not appearing. In option there would be a 2 pi. The frequency is a multiplication of which factor, means 2 pi is the answer. Okay, this is for 8th question. See the 9th question. The frequency of EMF generated by generator depends on, frequency means you know that Pn by 120. So it depends on, P means number of poles, N means speed. So it depends on speed and number of poles. So the answer is both A and B. In a multipolar P poles machine running at speed n rpm, and the frequency of generated EMF is equals to, so what is asking? Frequency only asking. So F equals to Pn by 120. So this is the correct answer. The previous also you have used the same formula only. So based on same formula you can get another question also. See, an AC generator running at 1000 rpm given and produces a EMF of 50 H and number of poles P equals to 120. From this formula you can know this. So P equals to 120 F by N. 120 will multiply here divided by N. 120 F by N. 120 into F means how much? 50 H. So 120 into 50 by N means how much? 1000. So 120 into 50 means 6000. 6000 by 1000 is 6. So this is the answer. So 6 poles is needed for this to get the speed of 1000 rpm. And 12th question, average value of an unsymmetrical alternating quantity is calculated over. Here unsymmetrical given, so it should be a whole cycle. You should take into consideration. And see this 13th question. The mean value of current is I equals to 20 sin t from t equal to 0 to t equal to pi by t. So mean means which is nothing but average value. So I average equals to 1 by t integral 0 to time period means pi by 2 given, 0 to pi by 2 20 sin t. You know this formula, I average equals to 1 by t integral 0 to t Im sin omega t. So here I average equal to 1 by t means pi by 2 you have to take 1 by pi by 2 integral 0 to time period to pi by 2, and Im sin omega t means 20 sin t. So integrate this, what you will get? 20 sin t means minus cos t you will get, and apply the upper limit and lower limit and you will get the answer. So 40 by pi is the answer. And next question, a 50 H AC voltage is measured with a moving iron voltmeter and rectified type AC meter. So moving iron voltmeter means it calculates the RMS value, rectified type AC voltmeter. So after calibration it will get the RMS. So you see here form factor of AC voltage estimated as. So see here form factor equals to RMS value by average value. What you will get? RMS value by average value. RMS means V2 by average value. Average means what you will get? First case you see. See the first case. So form factor equals to RMS value by average value. You will get in case of first case. So average form factor equal to RMS value by average value. If you want average value, what will happens? RMS by average. RMS by average. RMS means here V2. Second one you are taking V2 by average value 1.11. So V2 by 1.11 you are getting. And this one substitute in AC voltage. What you will get? AC voltage form factor. Form factor is equals to RMS value by average value. RMS value is how much? V2 here. V2 by what is the average you have got here? So V2 by V1 by average value how much you got? V2 by 1.1. V2 by 1.1. So you will get 1.1 V1 by V2. 1.11 V1 by V2. You will get this. Hope you understood. Nothing is here. Just average value equals to RMS value by form factor. RMS value means how much? Here is V2 by 1.11. V2 by 1.11 you have got. In second case what happens? Form factor equals to RMS value by average value. RMS means V1 by, first case V2 by 1.11, you got 1.11 V1 by V2. If you have any doubt, you can ask in comments, I will tell you. Okay, so 1.11 V1 by V2 is the correct answer. See the next question. RMS value of half wave rectifier current is 50 amps. So half wave rectifier given, half wave rectifier, what is the current here? RMS value in case of half wave rectifier is IRMS equals to IM by 2, yes or no? So RMS value how much given? 50 given. So 50 is equals to IM by 2. So you will get maximum value as IM equals to 100 you will get. Hope you understood. IM equals to 100 you got. And in case of full wave rectifier, what happens? IRMS equals to IM by root 2. IM by root 2. IM how much you got? 100 by root 2. 100 by root 2 means 100 into 0.707. So 70.7 you will get. Hope you understood. In case of half wave rectifier, RMS value is IRMS equal to IM by 2. In case of full wave rectifier, IRMS equal to IM by root 2. So from the first case, you are getting IM value is 100. So 100 by root 2 means how much you will get? 70.7 as the answer. So this is about the 15th question, and 16th question is not appearing here properly, but let me tell you the formula for solving this. This power dissipated is asking P equal to V square by R. If he has given the resistance and the voltage, and this is the formula you have to use for power dissipated in it. Okay, so these are the important questions regarding AC fundamentals and basic concepts. And thanks for watching this video. Please like this video and share this video with your friends. Thank you.